Pacific Aquarium. My two participants in the water can please remember to hold on with at least one hand at all times. Thank you. Okay, welcome to the eye-to-eye cage dive here at the South Pacific Aquarium. My name is David. I'll be the tender for today's dive. Jeanne will be videotaping. And our safety diver in the cage with our two lucky participants today is Anthony. The South Pacific Aquarium that you two are immersed in is representation of a fringing coral reef, something that would go all the way around a volcanic island in the South Pacific. And say hello to one of our sandbar sharks coming to give you a big hello. The white sand, the rocks, and the coral represent that coral reef. The dark blue area towards the back represents the transitional area, the drop-off, which is where the ocean would go down hundreds or thousands of feet. It would be an excellent place for large pelagic or ocean-going fish like our sharks to live. Coral reefs are a very important part of our ecosystem. They actually rival the rainforests for biodiversity and as nursery areas for young animals. And it's important for those of us here in rainy Washington to think of those things, because coral reefs, even though there's something so far away, something we only see when we're on vacation, it turns out the coral reefs, although they only take up 1% of the ocean's area, they're responsible for up to 25% of the life in the ocean. And they're a very intricate web of life. Every part of it, from the tiny coral animals up through the algae, the invertebrates, the fish, and then the bigger apex predators like our sharks are very important to that web. And if you pull one part of it out, let's say by overfishing the sharks, things start to get out of balance. You start to get too much algae, you start to get too many fish, etc. Sharks actually keep the fish populations in the ocean healthy by feeding on the weak and the wounded, therefore allowing the healthier and stronger fish to breed and make healthier fish stocks. This is important to us because we, as humans, get up to 20% of our protein from the ocean, as well as close to 50% of the oxygen that we breathe. Well, let's meet some more of our sharks. Cruising around in front of the cage right now is our smallest shark. That is our black-tip reef shark. She is fully grown. She just happens to be a smaller example of a smaller species. Coming over for another look is one of our three sandbar sharks. These guys are easy to distinguish by their tall dorsal fin, that beautiful gunmetal gray skin, and their big googly eye. They tend to be the most curious of our sharks. And if you see Anthony, your safety diver, giving you a spinning finger